1984, I know it's hard to remember. All 1,980 members. That's why you have to go and collect them all. Tell your parents they can buy them at the mall. Now! When's that new series of 1984s coming out? Right now! Go! Go! Go!
Yes, welcome back to Speeding Bullets Repackaged. I am Richie.
Hey everybody, it's Tupper with the tiny mic. Welcome to the show. For those of you... I just said that. Thanks. Jeez. Here we are. It is our second episode, 2026. Although we are recording this just immediately after we recorded our last episode, which was on last Monday, which was a big coming soon.
Yeah, so we have changed our clothes.
Soon.
This is just last week. We haven't been wearing this stuff for a week.
I mean, Richie does sometimes frequently rewear his clothes for longer than he should, but it is because we literally just recorded last week's and now we're recording this one. So that's why we're dressed exactly the same, suckers.
Yes. Now, last week's episode was all coming because there was a whole fuck ton of coming soon to get through.
So much. All of it gold.
This week is all stuff that Tupper's going to review and shit that I bought over the holidays. So...
This is not even all the stuff that we got for the holiday season, Richie. This is just just a dip because I have two more figures that I have to review that are on my shelf back here somewhere. Mm-hmm. I know where they are. You don't know where they are. And I have not only those two to review, but I have two more that are coming in today. They are not here yet, but they will be coming in this afternoon, probably as soon as we're done the podcast. And two more that'll be in Ottawa. Plus, there may be another one that comes in just as I arrive next week, which I'm not even going to say what it is, but it's a secret. And so that's all stuff that I still have to review, and I'm very excited to have lots. January is the only thing I like about January outside of my birthday is the fact that so much stuff, so many new toys to come in, because I'm definitely always get a bunch of stuff in January, and I'm very excited about the stuff that's coming in. I'm not even going to give you any sneak previews, just it's going to be there for your faces. Before we get into this, thanks for watching us here on the Tubes of You. Please like this video.
Hit that bell.
Please subscribe. Hit that bell. Get more of our fun, flirty excitement in your faces, because we do this once a week, every week. Some weeks excepting. Mostly. We're pretty good. We're pretty good. We got like a 90-10 ratio of being able to do this on the regular for every Monday. So thanks for watching us. If this is your first time watching us, hi. And if this is regular, strap in.
Thanks for coming back.
Strap on and strap in, because we're about to give it to you. X gonna give it to you.
That's right. We're going to jump right into some reviews.
Some cool shit to hit in your face this week. This one's so long, it's hard to talk to the whole thing, because
I'm gonna find a way to extend it just for you. I'm gonna make the Richie cut.
It's just 60 minutes of that song just looped over and over again, and me talking over it about whatever. So what is our first review that's coming up this week?
That's this Punisher figure that you got.
Baby. So when this figure was announced and we saw the photos, I was very interested. I decided to not get Daredevil, and I decided to just get Punisher. And I was like a little iffy, because then more photos came out and I was like, he's got a lot of hair. Bernthal's got a lot of hair. I don't know how I feel about that. And then I got him in hand. Richie reviewed this at the tail end of last year, and then I got him in hand, and I got to say, this is one of the rare figures that the more I messed around with it, the more I loved it. I think this is a top-notch toy. It's the articulation in the Punisher here is just fantastic. Mm-hmm. The face sculpt, it does look like John Bernthal. It's kind of a sad Bernthal.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of a dour, like, oh, I got to murder more people. I don't know how I feel about that. It's just a little dour, but it looks like him. I showed a photo of this to my girlfriend, and she was like, yeah, that's the guy from the Daredevil show, and I was like, yeah, you got it. So the fact that somebody who doesn't collect action figures could pick up on the sculpt, it was really very good. So she nailed that. He's very soft, but it's soft in a way where you're able to move him around, and it doesn't feel like he's going to break at any time. And if it does, you can easily put him back together. So I appreciate that. The paint ops on the chest, I think, are phenomenal. This is, again, they have a new 3D printing method for getting the details on the faces and on the cloth and the clothing and the sculpts and everything. And I think this is a really shining example of how good this looks. Like, I got them right here. I just love how great that design looks.
Yeah, it looks
on
really
his
sharp.
chest. Like, it's just so sharp and detailed, and it's the kind of thing that, depending on when the light hits it, you can get really, really nice. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
He looks great just with that kind of line and shading. Now, when I initially got him, he comes with a gun. He comes with the axe, which you saw in the photos, and I think those are fine. Very Punisher-esque for the Daredevil Born Again series. I don't have any problems with that. But the thing I was excited about was to start adding my own guns to this Punisher toy, and that's the first thing I did as soon as I got him back here and where my collection is. You can see from the photos that I gave an M16, I gave him a nice Beretta. I threw over that Russian gun that I can never remember the name of as something he strapped on his back. Again, like, this is the kind of thing that I've been kind of waiting for, and they all fit in his hands. Looks really good. Really great for toy photography. Really great for just multiple different displays that you can put. You can either have him be that standard Daredevil Born Again guy, or you can do like me, and you can Punisher this guy up, and you can add as many guns. You can add rocket launchers. You can really go all out with your accessories on him. He just poses very well. I love the extra hand that kind of grips the hand guns when he's holding them, and also grips again guns if he's holding them in both hands. It feels very organic. It's a very simple figure, but it's very detailed. Everything poses, everything works really well. I don't have any criticisms except that his hair is still a little too high. He's got a little too much hair on the top of his head. If they just brought it down like a centimeter, half a centimeter, then it would be fine. But I'm shocked at how much I love this figure, and this is a solid 9.5 out of 10. And I think the only reason he's not getting a perfect score is because of the hair. This is so good that I would have put him at number 10 on my best of 2025 list. Nice. Just because I love. It's so simple, and it's a very simply designed figure, but because I have so many blasters and accessories, it just means that there's an infinite amount of replayability or freshening up of this toy when it's on my shelf, and I'm a really, really big fan of that. So for that alone, it's a 10 out of 10. But just a little bit of a better face, a little bit of a more interesting face, and less hair, and this would have been a 10 for me. Like, it's great, and I love this guy, and I'm so happy to have him. He's a good pickup, and if you can find him at a really good price, I think he's absolutely worth getting them and adding to your collection, because he fits in with Joe's, he fits in with Marvel. Great stuff. They really nailed it with this guy.
I was happy. I was very,
very happy.
Your next one.
Holy shit, are those laser blasters?
Might just be.
They're not laser blasters. But this is Monkey Wrench from the G.I. Joe Classified line. This is another example that if I'd gotten my hands on this before I did my top 10 of 2025 reviews, this guy would have been on it. I was watching a channel the other day here on the YouTubes, the Tubes of You, and this guy came in number 1. He was the number 1 G.I. Joe Classified figure for this guy on this YouTube channel. I can't remember which one it is. I was high and I was watching it at like 1 in the morning, but I did make note of it. So this is Monkey Wrench. He's a Dreadnought. He comes with the loadout on this guy is massive. He comes with glasses. He comes with an extra set of hair and a front mask. He comes with a bandana that fits over his face. He comes with a bandana that goes over his neck. He comes with 2 punching hands. He comes with 2 grasping hands. He comes with these great axes that are like wrenches with axe handles on them. That's super dope. That was not something that the original figure in the 80s came with. Gotta love that revolver blaster. He comes with this great shotgun with that trident strapped on the front. I don't know what the fuck is up with it, but it is a great upgrade from the figure in the 80s, which also came with a similar gun. This is exactly what G.I. Joe Classified does best, is take a figure from the 80s that we all loved and just upscales it and adds detail in every possible way. There is nothing about this that is not great. From the seat belt, grenade, strap on. Love the use of seat belts throughout the figure. The chains are great. The guns all fit in his hands properly. The blasters all fit in his hands properly. The glasses go in underneath the hair, so you can take that hair off, put those glasses on, and it fits.
I was going to say, they don't look wonky on him at all, and that's always my concern with glasses on figures.
They slot perfectly underneath the hair, and he has a great facial look without the glasses, but the glasses are part of his look from the 80s, so when they're on, they look great. The little gas mask thing, it's so weird, but it's so cool, and it's definitely something I'm going to be using from time to time with this guy with displays, but like, there is nothing about this that is not a complete and total success. The figure's articulation is really spot on and on point. Again, the vest is something you can take off if you want to take the vest off. Every accessory here has been crafted with love and care. They all fit on him. Like, the axes go in the back, they fit in his hands, the gun fits in his hands, the revolver goes on his side. Like, everything here is really thoughtfully crafted and created, and this is an upscale in every stretch of the imagination. If you like the Dreadnoughts for G.I. Joe, you have to get this. If you like G.I. Joe Classified, you have to get this. Again, just like with so many of the figures from last year, it's hard to nitpick, and I actually could not find anything about this guy that I did not like. So this is a 10. This is an absolute winner of a toy. Everything works. Everything is great. Great sculpt, great articulation, great color schemes, great builds, great loadouts, great accessories. There's nothing bad about this. This is a must. If you're a Dreadnought fan, you absolutely have to get this. Richie, I think you'd love this guy. You should absolutely pick him up.
I knew you were getting him before you did. Because Christine and I actually coordinated this year figure-wise, so we didn't buy the same thing.
Very smart. He is great, and I cannot, again, say enough great things about them. You should get him. Everyone should get him. He probably would have been, I think, number 3 on my list for 2025. He's high up there. So Punisher would have been 10. This guy would have been 3. It changes the whole list. Budo still would have been my number 1. But yeah, like, this is a great toy. Yeah. Super happy to have him. Big surprise. You gotta love those figures that are like, this looks good, and then you get him in hand, you're like, wow, like, this is better than I was expecting. And that is what Monkey Wrench is. He's better than you were expecting. Great stuff. Nice work, Hasbro, on that guy.
And now it's my turn.
Oh boy. Guard your earballs.
Shit Richie bought this week.
Yes, or this Christmas, or this holiday season, because...
This holiday.
Yes, because I got some stuff. Yes. Oh, that's you.
Holiday.
That's you. That's
me.
Yeah.
That's so, me. We know.
Before I do that, before I go into that spot, the first thing I'm going to do is go over... I decided to finally dip my toe into AliExpress and see how that went for me. Now, my original order, I say original order because not everything came, unfortunately. My original order, I had ordered 3 different Pennywise figures. the one where he's in he's got the spider arms, the main one I'm about to show you, and then there was another one that had like a plethora of Pennywise heads. It was the many faces of Pennywise, basically, is I think what they termed that figure as. And I ordered some NECA.
That's Masters of the
Universe. I ordered
Universe.
some NECA stands, which are much larger than I thought they were, but they're pretty awesome, I gotta say. I do wish they were a bit smaller because they take up space, but I digress. Now, originally, they're very good in the update process because it'll tell you, okay, you bought this, and now what it is too is it's a bunch of aggregate sellers. All these sellers sell their things on AliExpress, and sometimes things are what you see is what you get, what I've learned. Because in the photos for this, the Pennywise was just displayed in the plastic packaging, and it showed all the accessories. I thought that's just some stock photo. Turns out, if you want to get an in-box figure, you want to look for brand original or certified original on the ad, and it's usually highlighted in a blue bar so you can see it, because it came. Oops, that's not the right one. Jesus fuck, what's wrong with me today?
Just today or in general?
In general. See, when I opened up the bag that it came in, this is how it was packed. Well, I mean, it was stuffed with a whole bunch of other bubble wrap as well inside of, because it was just one of those plastic courier bags that it was in, but it was packed with fucking bubble wrap. So, even though it was shipped in just the package like that, it was 100% safe because they overdid it with the thing. So now what I will say is they update you all through the process. It's at the carrier facility, it's left the carrier facility. They're very detailed, but I got word at one point that 2 of the figures the order was canceled. Doesn't really tell you why. My theory is the seller realized they didn't have it anymore, whatever. But this Pennywise, I paid $34, and the original order I had too, because it was all one order. They had over a certain amount, they didn't charge me shipping, even though they had to break it down into different orders and stuff, and for shipping like that, but no shipping. So I would say it was overall worth it, because I got this guy for 30 some odd bucks. Now I don't know.
It's about $60 figure regularly,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's a good deal.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a great deal as far as I'm concerned.
Now I do have to say that balloon accessory, unfortunately, is not good, because when I tried to use it, it doesn't fit in any of the hands, and in my playing around with it, the balloon part fell off at the top. So yeah, so I might find a way to fix that, but we'll see. But I'm not too concerned, because
you should be able to get some wire and attach it to the balloon, and that'll actually stick in his hand. You can wrap it around his hand.
That's
so
true.
that might work.
Some of the new floral wire that I've been using, which I'll talk about a bit later too.
Yeah.
But I'm not super concerned, because the other thing is I'll touch on that later. I do have some more Pennywises other than the other ones that got canceled coming, but I am happy with this figure. He's a pretty cool Pennywise figure from the original thing. Funny enough, these NECA heads must have been made before they started making the NECA headstands, because none of the attachments work for these NECA heads to go on the NECA stands. So
that's it's hilarious and sad all at the same time.
But it comes with 3 separate heads. The more Bob Gray head, the tongue out head, and a more visceral smile look with the teeth. They're all good looks.
I'm getting big Doug Jones vibes from that non-masked look that he has.
I can see that. But yeah, so I'm happy. I needed a Pennywise figure, and what really kind of jumped me into this was because of how awesome Welcome to Derry was. And I was
show.
like, I need to fucking why don't I have a fucking Pennywise figure? And because I also came into some extra money around Christmas from Veterans Affairs, I'm like, I pre-ordered both Welcome to Derry figures that are coming, the blood one and the other one.
Oh yeah.
And then I also pre-ordered the deck Predator Badlands, and I pulled the trigger on the blind box Chucky's with the 7 this time that comes with Tiffany. So I was
You did it.
Yeah, I gotta get it. Gotta get it.
Got stuff. You got stuff.
So I will have more Pennywises coming, and then I tell you, they look fucking cool. That's not where I was at all. Anyways, moving on. McFarlane came out with a sale at EB Games over the Boxing Day week. I got him for like $14. He's a figure that I've wanted for a while. I was just like, I like Animal Man, but I just don't like
Animal Man.
Yeah, I just don't like $29.99 plus tax Animal Man. So
no, too expensive,
especially since the Wolverine that it comes with is non-articulated, but it still looks cool. I like that he has this bird claw hand that he comes with, and he got a bunch of extra hands as well. I'm never going to take that claw hand off of him. It's a really cool display piece. Like I said, unfortunate, it's not an articulated animal. I made an exception because I did say I wasn't going to buy any more non-articulated animals.
You did say that,
since I went G.I. Joe, but I made an exception for Animal Man because it was $14, and yeah, so
it's a good price.
Yeah,
I mean, I would have gotten this for $14, and I am not an Animal fan.
Yeah,
Animal Man fan.
Yes,
Animal Man fan.
Now the next thing, I unfortunately could not get these figures from Nabima Collectibles because they got screwed over by the Diamond Select Toys going bankrupt debacle. But I noticed that they were they were for sale at the Walmart site, so I called up Nabima, or actually I went into the store and I'm like, do you think there's any chance that you're gonna get these? And he's like, honestly, I don't think so, dude. I'm like, all right, I just wanted to check with you first because they are available at Walmart, but I prefer to buy them from you if I can because he's a local Canadian store. He respected that very much, and he thanked me very much for that, and so I went out and I ordered them. Unfortunately, you can see on the right, the clip for one of the claws broke off when I went to first put them on. But because, it was Amazon I bought them on, not Walmart. Because I got it on Amazon, I was able to get a replacement basically the next day. But I didn't have pictures for it right away, but I got one later. But this is a cool toy. I will say... this packaging is not. These are Mattel toys. This is the packaging I hope that they don't use for McFarlane toys. These are novelty pieces for me. Otherwise, I would never buy these pieces because the articulation is okay in these, is what I'll say. And there's some very cool things when I get to the other He-Man. But it's a cool figure, and I'm glad I got them. I hope they go more along the lines of the Netflix Master of the Universe articulation style that I have. Those are much better articulated. But Battle Catman, see, there you go on the right hand side. I ended up getting the right claw fixed on him, and I took off the stuff to show you because you can display him as a giant standing Battle Cat if you want. Looks kind of weird.
Yeah, I like that.
But still kind of cool. I like that, but the point for me of this figure is the He-Man style armor that comes on him. Next up, we've got oh, sorry, you were going to say something?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I just heard and so I thought you were about to take a breath to say something. This is the Lion-O with the He-Man stuff. he is super cool because of the way that the stuff works for the feet. They're like, you actually pulled pieces of the feet off to change the feet out, because you can see those bottom pieces there. Those are or it's not even the feet. You take off the feet to replace the calves, basically, which is kind of neat.
Interesting. That is kind of neat.
So that was very cool. And there's extra hair for when he's just Lion-O, which I did use the NECA stand for. It was able to.
It looks like Pennywise hair.
It does. It really does. But here he is here from behind, and it's cool because on the sword on one side you've got like where you can see the eye and on the other side for the sword you can see the actual Thundercat symbol. Here he is with just his Lion-O gear. Looks on the right hand side, but his left there's like this little nub that was sticking out. I'm like, what the fuck is that for? And I'm like,
it's for the claw, isn't it?
I'm like, what the fuck? And like, I couldn't remember. I'm like, why is that there? And then I realized after I took it off, I'm like, oh, but because the claw is also a hand that goes on, it kind of looks wonky because it's got the peg sticking up. So,
I don't love that.
Yeah,
I don't love that, Richie.
Yeah, so that is not the best, but I am happy I got these figures. Hold on, I'm gonna mark where my place is, and then I'm gonna go back to ours. I'm happy I got the figures. They're super cool. I wanted to show something with them, but I don't have them handy. Oh, that's right. I put them away because of Christmas. I had to move stuff around. But it's to take some of the stuff off, you literally pull the figure in half and you have the torso and the legs, and you put the other stuff on. It's really weird. I'll go through a more detailed look when we don't have a whole shit ton of stuff to get through. But it takes this warrants a deeper look. But like I said, this shouldn't be the style of the DC figures. They should be more along the lines of the other He-Man figures that I got. So,
very interesting. Are we frozen?
No, we are not frozen. I'm frozen.
Oh, the screen was frozen for a second there.
Okay, it's not frozen anymore.
No.
Okay. Over the holidays, I had a hankering to get a toy because I hadn't bought one in like a week. And
just before we continue, based on that alone, I just want to remind everyone that action figure collecting is a good replacement for drugs, but you will sometimes have a reaction that is very drug-like when you want more. So just be careful of that. Splash some cold water on your face. Maybe eat something. Just be careful of those movements in your body that are just like withdrawal symptoms from not buying a new toy. You will get through this, and then ultimately you can go buy another toy,
which is what I did.
Yeah, just do it.
This was a maybe for me anyway. I didn't get this guy on sale, but I knew he had been sitting at my EB for a few weeks because he came out at the same time as a large portion of figures that came out at the same time. Because I'm not allowed to say the other word anymore.
No, you are not.
It's a
new year. But don't say that again.
But this Black Mask as Batman is a pretty cool figure. I gotta say, the Scold cowl looks really cool, and I'm happy I picked up this figure. I don't know what drugs Black Mask has in that needle hand that he has, or why he has jailer keys, but I 1000% got this for the Skull Face Batman.
Honestly, I did catch a glimpse of this when I was over the holidays, and you did send me photos as well. Honestly, this is a good pickup, and I mean, it's still not for me, but this is nice. Yeah. I kind of shit on this figure when we were looking at product packaging. This is nice, and they did a nice job. The cape looks pretty cool too, I gotta say.
I got a good pose there with
this. Is a good pickup. That one. This is a good pickup.
So, yeah. That being said, I also because I knew my Duel's End Vader was coming. At one point, I was like, all right, he's going to need someone to fight, which is not the next figure I'm going to show. I'm going to need an Obi-Wan at some point. So I'm like, I got to get an Obi-Wan. But then this Boba Fett from Book of Boba Fett came out. I'm like, I really like this Boba Fett better than...
Boba Fett,
yeah, Boba Fett. This other Boba Fett's better than the original. And so I'm like, like I said Star Wars was a slippery slope, because if I ever dipped my toe in it, it was gonna, and here we are. So just saying, because also I ordered these really cool stands from Hasbro Pulse and got some other ones, and you can see this web thing that I've got him attached on, which I'll go into detail because I'm obsessed with making these webs now because they're fucking awesome and they look great. Anyways, back to the figures that I was about to show. Yes, so I picked up this Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett. It's got a really cool design. It's much more sharp and clean because, this is after he's crawled out of the Sarlacc pit and gotten, newer armor. But I like
repaint.
Repaint.
He took some time out to repaint his armor, get it all styled up. Which no shade, disrespect.
Yeah.
Keep your shit clean.
He's still got his dent in his helmet, which is cool. Thing of note, his little I'm not sure what that is called.
Targeting computer.
Yeah, it's a targeting computer. It does raise and lower, so it is articulated. Cool. It's really cool. You can pose him holding the helmet as well as with the helmet on. The helmet fits very well as well, so there's no concerns there. It's a really nice figure, and if you are even a little bit of a fan of Boba Fett, regardless of your feelings of the show, this is a good figure for you.
I mean, I am a big fan of Boba Fett. I have a Boba Fett figure that I got back at the very beginning of my collecting renaissance in the fall of 2020. And I like him, but I was thinking about getting this guy, and I still might.
I think you should. It's definitely a good figure. Next up, I was in Walmart over the holidays just before Christmas, and I saw this guy, and I was shopping with the kids. I was like, fuck, I can't buy myself when I'm shopping with the kids, especially when I'm shopping for other people, because I can't buy for me when I just told the kids, we're not here to shop for you, we're here to shop for other people. Unfortunately, when I went back, he was already gone, but then I looked at Amazon and he was there for a tiny little bit less and delivered to my door. So I'm like, fuck this, I'm getting this guy, because as you knew, Tupper said, if you saw him for a good price, pick him up. And if you saw him for $20, pick up two. Didn't see him for $20, but I saw him, and I won't spend a lot of time on him because Tupper just did a review not too long ago, but I'm not disappointed in this figure at all. It's a great. I immediately added him to the Nerdtivity scene that I had for G.I. Joe.
He was one of my top figures for 2025, and this is a great pickup. I love
Tupper
this
said
guy.
I should get him, and I did.
Love him. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest again. Like, when I've gone through this spate, and as we get through the line a little bit more, they're making more and more figures every year that I'm not as interested in. Thanks, because I'm very particular about my classified stuff. So if we ever get to a point where there's nothing out that I'm interested in, if this guy's still available at a good price, I'm gonna get another one. He's that good of a toy.
Yeah. Yep.
Bank on it.
Next up, I was also on Facebook Marketplace, of course, and I saw this guy for a really decent price. They were selling him for $45 plus shipping. Someone from somewhere else in Ontario, Andy something, very cool. She sold it to me. I had been looking for this Dark Archer ever since the other one was released, and I could not find one here in Ottawa at all. And some of the prices I saw at some of the websites I go to weren't good enough for me, or were too high for me. So I'm like, nope. You know what? I saw this one, and so I got it. So. Yeah. The Hasbro Pulse stands that I got, I bought 5 packs of them. 2 of them I'm going to give the Tupper.
Thanks, buddy.
They're totally worth it. They're $14.99. They come in the packs of 3, and they're very cool stands. But one of the figures, because they were having a sale, I got this K2SO for like $17.49 plus tax. So I was like, you know what? I was trying to bump up for the shipping on Hasbro Pulse, and I was like, this is a good figure to get, because, KTSO is awesome, and he's a robot. And
you weren't kidding. You really went all in on Star Wars. So you get 4? Did you get 4? Boba Fett, K2SO, Darth Vader, and Obi-Wan.
Oh, there's another one, too.
What?
Yes. Because
crazy bastard.
There was also a Master Saul for $17.49 at Hasbro Pulse when I was getting the stands. And I was like, you know what? I liked that show. I especially liked, I forget the actor's name, as Master Saul, but I half got this because I also love him in Squid Game. And
Squid Game.
So
he is excellent in Squid Game.
And he was awesome, especially because he doesn't speak a lot of English, and he performed very well in the series. So
he learned English for the Star Wars series, The Acolyte. He did not speak one word of English before that. And but I agree with you. He's a great actor. I love him on Squid Game. He's one of the reasons Squid Game is so good. Yeah. And he was great in The Acolyte, and I can't wait to see what he's involved in next. I think he's in a couple of movies that are coming out in 2026. He's great. So this is a good pickup. I love the soft goods cape.
Yeah. And I don't know if you noticed on the Boba Fett, but there was soft goods on him as well for his little, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's there. So and I found out I really like posing Star Wars figures. They're really fun to pose, and I think I got some pretty cool Jedi poses there. So,
as somebody who has his Star Wars stuff located literally right above where I'm looking at them all right now because they're right above my computer area where I do the podcasting from. I'm super happy with how I have them displayed, and I'm always looking for the next one that I'm going to pick up and add to collection. I'm again very, very picky when it comes to Star Wars. So, but yeah, they're great. These are great. They're great toys. They've always been great toys.
I find it funny that, neat and funny that there's a way to clip the lightsaber to the belt, but you can't have the blade off. So it's like always like hanging there, ready to go. But kind of looks cool.
Oh, the blade should come off.
Richie. Oh, it should? Okay, maybe I wasn't pulling it hard enough. I didn't. Maybe I was trying not to break it, and I didn't want to like manhandle it too much. Yeah. So this is one that Tupper said I should get, and I had seen this on the Hasbro Pulse site, and I was thinking of getting it until I saw it on Amazon for a better price. But Metalhead from G.I. Joe is freaking cool because of all the missile attachments that he has.
So many blast effects.
Shit, are those laser blasters?
Might just be.
I got that.
Missile blasters.
I know. I've got that sound effect especially for this show. But there they all laid out. This was really fun to put together as well, I gotta tell you. I was also half hoping that knife was also a bayonet attachment for the rifle. It's not, but it's okay.
No.
He comes with extra hair, with glasses and an extra helmet that go on the head. That both look very cool. I meant to put the back box art earlier. This was kind of a guide for me to how I wanted to pose him as well. I don't know why I put the back shot first. It just happened. I was probably stoned when I was putting this together.
She's a butt fan. It's fine.
But this so cool. Like just the missile effects are very cool. The mullet face with the glasses, the mullet hair with the glasses.
Original.
Yeah,
that's his original look from the 80s is with the glasses and the mullet hair. Yeah. The helmet is not something I've ever seen before.
Yeah, but it looks cool as well. So I was very happy, and it was very fun to put this figure together. So not that it came apart, but
buddy.
Yeah.
Right up your alley, and the price point was too good for you to pass up, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's funny. Jen was actually standing in this area of my office over the holidays a month, and she was looking around. She's like, "How many figures did you get?" I'm like, "So many."
So many.
Oh no! I think my mouse just died. My Apple mouse just died. So I will have to charge it, and I'll have to use my trackpad like a sucker. Damn it.
As if things for Richie weren't already difficult enough.
Yeah.
Now he's screwed. The rest of this episode is going to chug along.
I got this Obi-Wan. There is another Obi-Wan out there that I want that looks really cool because it's got like the soft goods robe, and it's not like the what the fuck's the original actor's name? I'm blanking right now. Oh my god.
Ewan McGregor?
Not Ewan McGregor. The older version.
Alec Guinness?
Yes, Alec Guinness. There we go. I don't want the older Alec Guinness version with the like the full robe. There's an Obi-Wan with a robe that looks really cool, and I think it's from the Obi-Wan show. I need to find that one. I'd like this one as well, though, because he looks really cool in it. I was about to go use the mouse again, but it's dead. But yeah, so
again, Richie, the blades come off of those things so that the lightsabers will just fit on the side, no problem.
Yeah, I was too afraid to like I was gonna break it, so I didn't want to yank on it too hard. So
pegs in and out. It's just you just pop it out and you pop it back in. No problem, no fuss, no muss.
Yeah. But that picture on the right, is my favorite. From that little set, because I think he looks really cool with the lightsaber like that.
We can't have Obi-Wan up without doing a little hello there.
Hello there. Oh, I'm gonna have to get that in post. So this
hello
is
there.
Hello there. Reminder.
I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're not.
Another one that I picked up from.
Yeah, you did, buddy.
Yeah, I was because I think it was like not too long after we recorded, and the blue version was in, and I was like, you know what? I saw the red one somewhere. It was actually at my EB Games that I picked it up, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get it, and I did, and I was not disappointed. That's all of the cape tendrils. I don't know what you would call that for his costume, but the red version is very cool. Doesn't look very cool without the cape things inserted, but I thought it was worth a looking at it without it. But here we go, from kind of all angles, with them installed, and looks really cool. I wish there was a little bit more flexibility to move them around a bit more. But then,
I said the same thing in my review. The one tip that I will tell you is that you can lift them out slightly and curve them over more towards the center of the body, so they can be splayed out a little bit.
Okay.
But it's not meant to do that. You just got to lift it up a little bit and then use the one peg that's there and spin them and keep it in that peg, and it'll still stay pretty solidly in the toy, so for display purposes. So yeah, that'll increase your display potentials with this guy. It's a nice. This is a figure for design. You get this for the design.
Exactly.
It's nice. I'm glad you got it.
Now moving on to the actual figure that I pre-ordered first, that started off the Star Wars slippery slope, and that's the Darth Vader Duel's End from the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, when him and Obi-Wan are fighting, and he slices open the helmet. Again, of course, I didn't know the blade actually came off, so I have the blade there. So sue me.
You're adorable. You're adorable.
I didn't want to break it, damn it. I do think that the head, they did really well on this head sculpt with like the helmet broken open, and you can see the scarred face of Anakin there. I thought it was very, very well done.
Nice photo too, buddy.
Oh yeah, I thought so too. Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah. I find the light box is really helping me out a lot, so I'm gonna keep using it. And very cool. At first, I was like, "Oh, why are there rips in the cape?" But then I'm like, "Oh, wait a second, it's part of the figure because that's the design."
Yeah, I like that. I really like that.
Yeah,
this is really nice.
It is really nice,
into
and
this.
The cape is like layered and thick too. It is very cool.
Oh. I know it's the same cape. I have a Darth Vader that I got in December of 2020, and it's basically the same as this. They've done some updating with it, but it's the same style of cape. And man, that heavy ass cape, so beautiful, and it works so well. And I wish there was a wire. There's no wire in this cape, and I wish that there was a wire. But at the same token, I think the wire would make it harder to get some of those more flowy looks out of it. And so I'm six of one, half dozen the other. I'd love a version with a wire so I can mess around with it, but I'm also happy without it because it really does drape so nicely.
Yeah. So, and I had to include a scene of them fighting, of course. So,
in your face, motherfucker!
That's right. Moving on. This is the figure that Jamie got me for Christmas. She's our other co-host on our other podcasts, Speeding Bullets Reloaded, and Speeding Bullets Rewind, and Speeding Bullets Rewatch. That Jamie and I do together, that we've done one episode of. Anyways, Werewolf by Night. Jamie sent me a message. She's like, all right, Richie, is there any figure that you're kind of like on the fence about? And there were several, of course, because I'm always looking at figures and considering. And I love werewolves. It's one of my top horror things. And I'm not a huge fan of the Werewolf by Night character, but I really like the look of this. Of this guy, and I was glad that this is the one that Jamie picked to get. I feel like he should have come with some extra hands and stuff so you could do some different poses, but
agreed.
Other than that, I have no real complaints about him because he looks really cool and menacing, and he might actually go on my horror shelf with my other horror guys. Speaking of werewolves,
Head sculpt is great.
This is a figure that I've been fucking sitting on for a while because, like, it was like for a while on Amazon, it was like $68, $70. It would pop up to $80. It jumped down to like $48 at some point, but then I missed the sale because I was still humming and hawing. And then I saw this for like 50 something, and I'm like, you know what? 50's good. I'm gonna get this, and it arrived actually the day after I got Jamie's Werewolf by Night, and but yeah, so Raphael as a werewolf is
kind of cool.
Is pretty cool.
I kind of dig this. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I really like the bone size. I haven't found a way. I think in the open hands there, you can kind of put the size in so that he's holding them on the blades. I haven't gotten them in his in his grasping hands yet, because the grasp is really, there's not a lot of room in there, and so I think I have to soften the fingers a little bit to get it to move properly, but otherwise
get your hair dryer out, give it a do a very careful test with it, and you should be able to get that loosened up a little bit so you can fit the size in, because they should fit in that way, no problem.
Yeah, but I like, it's got sheaths for them that he can have them on his belts, and it's just a fun figure. And that I did a shot with the bear trap on his foot as well. I think that's a fun, cool accessory that came with it as well.
Richie, I meant to tell you that I was watching another review channel for toys the couple days ago, and one of the top figures for the year for them was the Dracula Shredder.
Nice.
That I know you got. That was, I think, also in your top list of 2025. Yeah, so it was number one for this guy, and I was like, "That's crazy." Richie has this figure, and he also loves it. So that line, I think, has been a big success for NECA, and I think they've done a really great job with it. And this is just an observer.
I do want to get the Splinter as Van Helsing. That looks cool. Now they have had because Raph is another monster as well. They have the different turtles as different. They're not all just one monster. There's different versions. There's even a set of black and white ones, I think, where Raph is Frankenstein, but there's a Leo Hunchback and stuff like that. So I want to find my favorite Universal monster crossover with each turtle and grab those, and then have the four, and then have Splinter, and yeah.
Smart.
Yeah. So, and that's
smart.
That's all I got.
Is that it?
That's it.
There was only like 20 figures that you had in that collection, so like. Not surprising.
Yeah.
And again, like I still have more stuff to review. I think you have new stuff that's come in since then that I think that you're going to be covering next week or the week after that.
No, actually, I don't have any. I don't have any pending figures to display
what?
yet. I know.
How is it that I have like a ton, and how do you not have any?
Now, that being said, there is a high chance, but by the time we next record, that I'm going to pick something up. So
give it like a week, and then it'll be completely back to being reversed. That sounds about right. That sounds. about right.
Next week we should be getting in some Marvel figs. So.
I'm going to have at least one G.I. Joe review for you guys next week, as well as the 2 other figures that I got for Christmas, one from Richie and one from her friend Jamie. That review is for next week. Some good stuff in there. And yeah, that's it. That's all. Yeah, I think that's it.
That is it for this episode. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Join us here mostly every week. Speeding Bullets Repackaged. Our page is Speeding Bullets Reloaded because that's our main site, our main flagship show. But this one's mine and Tupper's, the Toy Show with Pep.
The Toy Show with Pep. See you next time, folks.
That's right.
1980 members.
Till next time, always remember, Daft Punk.
When's that new series of 1984s coming out? Right now! Go! Go! Go!
When I first played it,
you crazy.
I forgot that I added the music to the exits, the screen, and then I pressed the button for it as well. So that's why we had a dual sound there at first.
And you're going to leave all of this up, so when we're watching it on YouTube, everyone's going to hear this part. And
That's
to
right.
those people that are still watching this video at this point, I just want to say, get a life.
Mom can suck a fat one.
That's a good place to end it. There we go. That's beautiful. Beautiful.